Hello, hello. Hey, all right, everybody. How's everybody doing? Anybody, and is anybody in Open Door right now? Anybody in Open Door Technology is doing well. I alerted this earlier on the Discord. If you're in the Discord, I alerted this. A lot of other stocks doing as well. Also, hello, hello. What's up, Bria? Everybody in here, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and join the Discord if you want to. Open Army is still here. If you're in the Discord, I alerted this early morning. I told everybody that Open Door had a nice curve at the bottom. Thanks for the light. Thanks for the light. Open Door had a nice curve at the bottom, and I alerted in the Discord that it was time. Today was the time for Open Door to reverse, and we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. 787 resistance. Hello, Abby. Hello, Jen. Hello, Boris. Hello, Bria. CPI was good. Less inflation than expected, so everything's pumping, especially Open Door. I've been hearing some good news about the housing market too recently, but now Open Door is ready to move. It's been consolidating a lot, and it's ready. That's why it pumped up. I said in the Discord, that Open Door had some resistance at 750. Break that, it's gonna go higher. The next resistance was 775, and then the main resistance is gonna be $8. So if you took profit at 775 or $8, you're good to go. You're good to go. $8 is going to be a little bit of resistance right there at $8. That's why we stopped at 802. That's why we stopped at 802. Rate cut, yeah, the rate cut coming. Exactly. How much volume do we have so far? We're at 27 million volume for today, and yesterday total was 65 million. So we're at a good start. 27 million volume already. When we break the $8, that's going to be something to see. If we break $8. I don't know what day. I don't know what date it is. But I think you're supposed to have one in November and December. So yeah. But yeah, here's the chart for Open Door, and I want to see if we can break that $8 again. Because if we break $8, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a main resistance, $8. 786 right now. 786. 29. Where'd my phone go? I don't know where I put my phone. I don't know where I put my phone at. Yeah. Simon, Champ, BYND, fried up. Any thought on BYND? Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is BY 791 Open Door. So look, $8 is the main resistance. Can we break $8? That's the main thing. Can we break $8? I think we break. Look at that, 797, 798. We won't touch $8 again. It's only a matter of time. You just gotta wait for it. It's coming. Two more pennies. One more penny. There we go. $8 right there. $8.01. There we go. $8. I bought some calls as soon as the market opened. Open Door. I bought calls right away because the chart looked good for the past few days. And I said, yeah, this is going to run, especially when the stock market is running, and we have a nice bottom chart for Open Door. It was poised to run, and there we go, 803, 804. How high can we go? Let's see, how high can we go? Resistance is at $8, so it's going to be tough to break this $8 and keep going. I'm just going to let you know that right now. So if you do want to take profit at $8 and you're up a lot, now is the chance to do it, right? Because I have a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity going on Open Door right now. If you want to take profit at $8. But, if it does keep going up, we're talking about possibly the 825 is the next resistance. 825 is the next resistance. A strong one, 825 to 830. And then we have one more strong resistance at 875. I don't think we'll hit that today, 875. That's going to be real hard, 875 today. But, if this keeps moving, 825 would be the next key area to hit for Open Door Technology. And if anyone want to help me and support me on my goal, I just put a goal up there for the super chat. Anyone want to help me with a super chat goal? So type in what stock you want to see in the chat as well, and I'll help you out with that. I'll check out BYND, right? But I'm gonna come back to Open Door in a second because BYND is BYND is risky. Yeah, reason why BYND is risky right now is because people are selling the news. The news just came out for BYND. I think the earnings, and the earnings look decent, right? I think the earnings look decent, but people are selling the news right now for BYND, and that's why you had that drop right here for BYND. It was going up, and then the news came out. The earnings were decent, and then it dropped. So people are selling the news and trying to make a little bit comeback right there. Trying to make a comeback. We'll see what happens. But resistance for BYND is going to be at 318. 318, and then we have a 325 resistance. And then the main resistance is going to be at 335 for BYND. Look at that open door. Nice volume right there. 5-minute chart, the 804. So let's see if we can get the 825. That'd be very nice if we get the 825. But like I said before, if you are in and have a nice profit, you can't go wrong selling right here. We're up 15%. But I'm not ruling out that we're not going to go any higher. I'm not ruling that out at all. For support for Open Door is going to be at the around 775 area, and the 750 to 775 for support for Open Door. 750 to 775. But we are getting some nice buy blocks for Open Door. We got a big one right there, just flashed up right here. Just a big one falling it down. That was a big buy block right there. Another one right there, 2,000 shares. 40,000 shares just hit at 802. 40,000 shares. So yeah, this is pretty good. Any more questions? Just type it in the chat. Any more questions? Type it in the chat. But like I said, $8 would be a nice time to take profit if you want to. You may miss out on some more money if it goes up, but right now there's a 50-50 chance that it's going to go up right now. Earlier, when it was down here, pretty much a 75-85% chance it was going to go up. But right now it's 50-50. Could go to 825 or it could go down to 775. How's everybody doing? Simon, hello, welcome. BYND is risky, yes. Bria, what are you? Are you in Open Door? Any other stocks are you that you're in, Bria? There we go, 806. Just touched 806. So there we go. 806, 807, 808, 809. It may try for that 825, everybody. 810. $8.10. Hope everybody in my Discord, got on board. I alerted this around 7 o'clock in the morning on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. It's in the bio. The link is in the bio. I got out a little bit early. I got out around 7:90, but I took my profit. I was in heavy. I was in about a lot of calls. I had like 25 to 30 calls on Open Door early in the morning at the 750, right? I think it was at $750 or $7. I think it's contracts at 750, about like 30 contracts. And I got around 790 at $8 area. So I just took profit. But 815, there we are. They're still moving. Still moving. That's what I'm saying. I'm not in anything right now. I'm just observing the volatility in the market. But you didn't get in? You should have got in, Bria. If you're in Discord, join my Discord, right? We help you out. Let you know what moves. The market was poised to go up today because the inflation only went up 0.01%. So people thought inflation was going to be bad because no reports, no data. And when the data did come out, it wasn't bad at all. That's why it went up today. And it's BYND. People are selling the news. So let's see how far can BYND go down. If it goes down some more, BYND, let's check it out. That chart is so crazy. BYND. We're at $3 right now. Maybe 260 area. Could be 265, 275 area for BYND. Open Door just going crazy. 817. Oh, you're in the Discord? Okay. Open Door 818, 819 Open Door. It just keeps moving. There's 825s coming up. It's coming up. Did they have any news? No news. It's a start play. Index surges as Fed cut and AI leaders drive gains. I think it's a chart play because there's been a lot of good news in the housing market. That's the crazy thing about it. And Open Door hasn't been moving up. And I think, they just decided, time is right. The time is now. That's a lot. That's why I teach a lot about stock market. A lot of times there's good news, but the stock is not finished consolidating, so it doesn't go up. Right? It go 827. 827. We just broke the 825 resistance. Yeah, CPI was good news for a lot of stocks as well. Open Door, housing market. Let's look at Lennar real quick. Yeah, I was talking about like any specific news for Open Door, like something in management, Open Door, or Open Door did something different, something news for Open Door specifically. But yeah, CPI definitely helped out Open Door. Lennar not doing too much. Lennar is not doing too much. There's another stock that's related to housing software like Open. I forgot the name of it. I think Redfin. I'm not sure. Is it Redfin or is another stock out there? Company that's like Open Door. At Redfin. Let's see Redfin. I don't see anything in Redfin. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, just delisted. I guess they don't have a stock. There's another stock out there though, but I don't remember the name. I know OPED. Let's check out OPED real fast. See what OPED doing. OPED not doing anything. See, people didn't know. People. Oh, this is O reality. Hold up. One second. There we go. OPED doing something. 10% up. OPED. Up 27 cents, but it's not no Open Door. Not an Open Door. Open Door is at $8.38 now. Still moving. I should have got back in, right? I can't find my phone. I like to make trades on my phone. I should put another trade in, right? Look like where are we going to next? Let's see where we're going to next. So we got a big resistance at Open Door at around 860, 840, 842. 842 and 860. That's the next resistance. 842 to 860. Yeah, so it's good. Everybody who got in, we all made good money today. Very nice, very nice. I'll stay on for how long? I've been on? I stay on for a few more minutes. I'll stay on. Any other charts y'all want to see? Any other stocks? Just put it in the chat. Send it in the chat, and then we'll look at it. Any other stocks? I did BYND. I did Open Door. What else do I want to see? Let's put it back on Open Door. Oh, there we go. So Open Door did hit the 840 area. It did hit the 840. SPY chart. I know SPY and Qs were doing pretty good earlier. SPY is doing good. Let's see. So it had some profit taking right here. For these two candles for 10 minutes of profit taking, and it looks like it can come up some more. But it's struggling right here. But like it's going to come up some more right here because the MACD bars are kind of low, but the RSI is kind of flatlining. So it's kind of 50-50. We got to see. It needs to break. It needs to break out of the 66, 77, 72 area for it to go up some more. But right now it's 50-50. So we have to see what happens. Because it is struggling a little bit right here. I draw the line so you can see it's struggling right in that area right there. That line I just drew. So right now we're kind of breaking it. But we got to break this line and hold it. Got to break that line and hold it. And I'll draw the support on there as well. So right around here. So that's going to be the support for SPY between this price channel right here. And needs to break this line to go up more. And if it goes down more, it's going to break this line. But right now, it looks decent. Let me look at my other chart as well, my other monitor. But right now, it's kind of shaky, 50-50. So I can't say for sure it's going to go up. We don't know. There's no price trend right now in SPY. It's just, trading sideways. So we got to wait on that. It's actually consolidating sideways on my other chart from 677 to 677.02. So right now we have to see. We have to see what SPY. For me as a whole, right now it's SPY because no trend going up. But, you know, it could break. It's 50-50 chance right now because it's right on that line right here, right on the line. And right now it's kind of moving. 677.59 would be the next resistance I would like to see it break. And then the 677.79, we got to see it break that as well. But, yeah. There we are right here as far as the chart. You can see it. That's the price range where we're trading at to see, you know, which way it's going to go in those lines right there. And right now, kind of bullish, but a lot of sales coming through. Looking good so far. But we got to see. We got to see if we can break through or not. Now, OPED up 12%, coming down 294. Where's open at? Open is at 820. Yeah, there is resistance at 840 that we're talking about. And it's coming down a little bit. Heavy sales right here on the 840. So you got to be careful about open door. 840 is going to be heavy resistance based on this volume bar right here. A lot of sales right there. And there's a SPY. See the SPY going down? That's why I said it's kind of, you know, 50-50. Because it couldn't break that line right here. This line right here. But you never know. You know, you never know. It still hasn't break this 676 yet. The 676.86, it hasn't break that yet. So you still got hope for it, for a SPY to go up some more. Yeah, Mburu only up 0.59 cents. Qs, look at the Qs. Okay. Yeah, so we're at like a standstill right now as far as the market. They're trying to see what they're going to do. We're going to go up or down. They're trying to figure it out right now. They're kind of moving sideways. See, this is, at this point right here, I probably would just get out at the moment just to see what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, so I probably wouldn't hold anything right now, but it could go up. It could go up. So why did Open Door decide to shoot up today? Could you give me a detail? Like I said, I haven't looked at the news because I was making a lot of charts earlier today for other stocks. But the reason why I saw it, hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick. Oh, hold on, is it moving again? Oh, it's trying to move up. It's trying to turn green again. It just was red, now it's turning green again. Close to 830. Can we break 830 again? And SPY also don't know what's going to, doesn't know what it want to do. SPY doesn't know what it wants to do. Open Door is more bullish than SPY right now. So yeah, for its Open Door, I'm just gonna give you a quick chart setup that I saw earlier this morning. The reason why I gave a alert that it could possibly go up today. Pretty much I looked at past support and how it started to turn. First off, on the MACD right here, we started to curve up on the MACD right here. The bars is getting shorter. As I said many times in my videos, when these bars start to get shorter and shorter, that's a signal that it's going to come up in a few days or a week or two. So that started to go up right here. They started to curve right here, and the RSI is curving. But what I saw on the candlesticks on the chart was similar to I went to history on, you know, a little further back on the chart, and I looked at what happened before Open Door pumped up on previous pumps, right? So I looked at this one right here. Before this pumped up from $4 to $7, it kind of traded sideways, and then we had a little curve right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it traded sideways and we had a little curve right there. And then also right here, it traded sideways. Then we had a little curve right here as well. Trade sideways and curve. And also again here, and this is current day, it traded sideways and we started to get a curve right there. So right, this curve right here, then a curve right there. And I saw the same pattern setting up again today on Open Door. This little 2 candle curve right here from this red candle and these 2 small green candlesticks right below it made a curve like that. So I said, today or early next week, we're going to have a big pump. Yeah. Like I said before, stock market deals with a lot of patterns and volume. If you want to get in early, you got to look at the patterns. But if you want to get in, in the middle or late, you wait for the news to drop. If you wait for the news to drop, it's going to be kind of 50-50 how much money you're going to make, because most people are going to load up right around this area right here. Like I did, I bought around the $7 area because I saw the reversal coming. Only way you can see the reversal if you know how to read charts and the patterns, the MACD, the RSI, and you got to look at patterns pretty much. What happened before when Open Door go up, and you'll get in early. Like right now, say for example now, people are saying, "Oh, Open Door is pumping right. Open Door is pumping. Let's get in," and they get in around the 820, 815 area. And it's going to be kind of shaky. It's going to be kind of nervous because right now we don't know if it's going to keep going up or not. But if you saw the pattern, the day before or today, you're already in around the $7 area. You're already in around the sevens. But if you didn't see the pattern from previous days, you're probably in around $8, the low $8, the mid $8. And around this area, it's going to be kind of shaky right here. Let me fix it. This area and this area. It's going to be kind of shaky if you bought around here. You got to be careful because it could drop back down to 798 and it could also drop down to 775 area, this area, if you bought it here. But if you're in here, saw the pattern, you're good to go. It's very unlikely it'll drop back down here again. It's like this, if OpenCO gave that much to go down. Yeah, I posted on Discord. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I posted the chart on how much money CEO's only making $1, but he has to get Open Door to a certain price to make in the billions of dollars. I can't remember how much it was, but if Open Door goes to a certain price, he makes billions of dollars. If it goes, the max was $33. If it goes to $33, I think he makes maybe $14 billion or something like that. I can't remember, but Open Door has to go up for the CEO to make money. So this is going to move at some point. We just don't know when. The latest we know early to mid 2026, because that's when the housing boom is expected to occur. The housing boom is expected to occur early 2026, mid 2026, and full effect between mid and late 2026. So we know Open Door is going to go up around that time. We know for sure. But, that's a long time from now, right? So, we got to be patient and take advantage of these days like today, nice price swing. 722 to 834, that's a whole $1. If you bought calls, options, like 20, 25 contracts plus, you made in the thousands. Because I only bought a few. I sold within maybe 20, 30 cents. I made about 2.5 just on a small 30 cent price swing. So you made a lot of money if you bought more than that, or if you bought in the sixes. We had a chance to buy, look, people who bought calls on October 22nd, right? October 22nd was a Wednesday. Imagine if you bought calls on October 22nd and you held just for 2 days. You're up a lot. You're up a lot. Any more stocks up? Anybody want to see any more stocks? So Lennar is up $2. But it's not really moving too much. It's holding pretty steady, though. See, in Lennar, Warren Buffett is right here. Warren Buffett bought Lennar right in this area right here. This is where Lauren Buffett. I meant to say Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett bought Lennar right in this area. So he's profiting no matter what. Kumal, you bought your first calls on October 22nd. You bought calls on Open or on October 22nd. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. These stocks right here, these kind of stocks, these pretty much all stocks really. You got to buy the low. You got to buy the low. If it's dumping and you know it's a good stock and it keeps dumping, at some point you got to say, okay, this is oversold. This company is better than this. It's going to go back up. Look at Tesla. Anybody see the Tesla action? Anybody see the Tesla action just the other day? Look at this Tesla stock. Just imagine on Tesla, right? Just imagine. Now this is a perfect story for Tesla right here. This is a perfect story for buying the dip. You can't get any better than this. Tesla was at 444 on October 21st, right? And then it dropped to 416. And now it's at 442. It reached 451 just not long ago. That's only a 1 day, 2 day price swing. So if he bought it at 417 and now it went to 451, you're up big. You're up big. Are you're in Discord? What's your name on Discord, Kamal? I need to know everybody's name on Discord. What's your name on Discord, Bria? OPED up 14%. Open door. See, we're still trading in a little price range right here between here and here. Come on, Najee. Okay, nice. I'm from Washington D.C. area, Washington D.C., Virginia area, East Coast. Let's see. A-Lab is another stock that's good. A-Lab, it just hit my alerts as well. I think A-Lab is going to go up more. I gotta research it some more, but I think this reversal may be coming soon for A-Lab as well. I don't know if anybody know about A-Lab, but this is a nice reversal pattern right here. We got 4 straight green days, then we had a pump, and then we have a gap. So it looks like it may fill that gap and go to 184 at some point, maybe a week or two. I don't know, 184 to 190 at some point for A-Lab. I was going to buy A-Lab right today. I was going to buy it around 167, 165. But I'm like, hold on. Open Door has a much better chance of going higher, and that's why I bought Open Door this morning. Love and Abundance. Oh, nice. Okay, I remember that name. Yeah, I can make a video on options for sure. Yeah, I'm a day trader for options now. I've been day trading options for a few years now. I've been in the stock market for 15 years, but I've been trading options for about how many years? Maybe since 2020, 2019. It's about 5-6 years I've been day trading options, but stock market 15 years. Yeah, I can definitely do a video about options. Options are the way to go when you're trying to make quick money. But make sure when you trade options, it's disposable money where you don't, if you lose the money by making a mistake, it won't hurt you too much. Because options, you can make a lot of money and lose a lot of money real quick. But if you know what you're doing, easy money. I do a part-time right now, but I'm about to switch to full-time probably in a week or two. Maybe next week I may switch to full-time. But yeah, I'm trying to get my Discord going and my YouTube, jumping as well. My Discord and YouTube, my main objectives. I used to be in TikTok. I was doing TikTok for about 5 months, and I was trading on TikTok. I was doing a video every day on TikTok for 5 months straight, and now I switched to YouTube. Where are you from, Bria? Well, yeah, I have a 9 to 5, yeah, but I'm planning on switching over and do this full time. I had a 9 to 5, and 9 to 5, right? That's when the stock market's open. That's why I've been busy all the time, and I may switch over to full time or have like a little side gig on it. Have a little side gig for extra money, just to have something to do, pretty much. But stock market, I want my full time. Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, nice. Nice. I haven't been there yet. I haven't been to Detroit. Our Open Door is still trading in the middle. Still trading. Yeah, so if you bought right here, you're probably nervous. Like, what's going to happen? But Open Door did good today. Any more questions from anybody? Detroit. How is it now in Detroit? Is it cold? Probably cold in Detroit, right? It's getting cold over here. Getting cold. Getting cold for Halloween. Almost there. What, next week, right? Next Friday, Halloween? Yeah. Getting cold. Anybody else that just joined, just type in a stock, put it in the chat, and I'll look it up. Anyone who just joined, if you want to contribute to the goal, the super chat is right there. If you can't contribute to the goal, then you can just like the channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. What's moving now? What's moving, everybody? What chart do you want to see? What's moving? Tesla dumping. Look at Tesla. 451 now 443. Let's look at the Mag 7. See what the Mag 7 doing right now. Apple trying to. It seems like the small stocks in the mid cap is outperforming right now. The Mag 7. The Qs are doing pretty good. That's because of Broadcom. Broadcom had a nice pump pre-market, but it's the SPYs and the Qs are kind of stagnant. I wouldn't even trade it right now. AVG Qs is going up, but it's kind of slipping. Microsoft is kind of slipping. Nvidia is going down. Apple's doing pretty good. Apple had a nice reversal, starting to come up some, but we don't know if this is going to continue or not, right? Don't know. Broadcom slipping. Amazon was doing good, kind of slipping now. Google, not bad. Tesla trying to come back. Yeah. Looks like the best things right now is Apple and then that's it. Apple is holding up the SPY and the Qs right now. But you're going to need more than Apple and what else? Yeah, it's not too much going on with the SPY ETF and the Q ETF. So you got to watch out for that. You got to watch out to see if Qs and the SPY is going to dip because the price is kind of stagnant, not moving too much. And here's your SPY right here. As you can see, it's still struggling in the zones. But yeah, I'm either going to do content creation full-time or have a part-time job where I'm mainly doing trading. Yeah. So if I were you, this is what I did. I did full-time with content creation. And as you get better at content creation, get monetized, you can still keep doing it full-time. But as you get better and better, maybe switch to part-time in content creation. And then if the content creation is starting to support you really well, then you can do full-time content creation. That's what you can do. But definitely always have a full-time while you're doing content creation because, content creation can take some time. It can take some time to start to move up. So do it like on the side, content creation, full-time job. You want to slowly, move toward content creation as things get better. Yeah, it depends on your niche too. What niche? Stock market or something else? Yeah, SPY struggling there. See, there's a struggle for SPY. There's a struggle. It just broke that support. Now the next support 677.86. That's why I was telling you earlier, if you're in SPY, be careful when you ask about SPY because as you can see, it's starting to come down some. That's why I would say like 50-50 and look at it, it's dropping. Because the only thing holding the SPY and Qs up right now is Apple. And you're going to need more help than that. Wow. What is that? Thank you so super on a lot. Thanks so much, Kumal. I appreciate it. Thank you. So you must have did well. You did really well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a big one. You're number one right now. That's the most I've ever seen on a live stream from me. Before, it was like 25, 50. That's real good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, we did good. We did good in open. We did good. I hope everybody else made money too, because a lot of people have been struggling for Open Door for a long time. And I said what we have to do is until open goes back to $9, $10, we got to play these dips, and that's good. You bought on the 22nd because today was the day for everybody. Today was the day. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the what is this called? Celebrate the first super for the super. Thank you so much. You was a few seconds behind the live, and we're gonna make more money, Kumal. This isn't the only day. This isn't the only day. We're gonna keep making money. Just now caught up, but I want to do long form and short form content. What kind of content you want to do? Trading calls. Trading calls is the way. Trading calls is the way. I'm telling you. Um, if you do options, for me, from my experience, either trade calls or puts. Don't try to do both. Because if you try to do both, sometimes you can get confused and messed up. Either be a option trader where you do calls only or do puts only. Sometimes if you do calls and puts trying to time the market, you can get confused and messed up. So I just look for stocks that are bottom out. The way I do is I look for stocks that are real good companies, and good stocks that have a lot of volume and are in a downtrend. So I'm like, okay, the company is a good company, so and it's kind of bottoming out. It should go up soon. So I keep that on watch. I look for news. I look for any kind of extra volume, more than usual, and I start to look for a curve. It's like we saw an open. I showed you earlier. So look for a curve, and there's a curve for Open Door. We had a trading sideways right here, and then we had that big dump right here. So that was, if I can circle, that was the signal. This is the signal to buy right here. There's a big dump on a trade sideways, and then this is the first signal. It may go back up, and this was confirmation right here. The second candle, which was above the dump, right? So it's a quick little tutorial, if you want to say. Let's see if I can zoom in. So here's a dump, that's possible reversal, and here's a confirmation right there. So this dump from this red candle, and then a confirmation created like a curve right there. It's like that, like a curve. And it doesn't mean it's going to go up the next day, but it means that something's coming soon, the next day or next week. What kind of games you play, Bria? And MACD and RSI was in perfect form right there. Perfect form. This is beautiful right here. We have 3 red candles on the MACD right here. 3 red candles. And we have the RSI going up. So what that means is that the MACD is red, but you have 3 green candlesticks right here. So a lot of times if you have the inverse, right? You have 3 red candles here, but 3 green candles up here. It means you're getting more buys than sells on the chart, which means a reversal could be coming as well. So there's a lot of things to learn, but it was just a few things that you can look at that can help you out for option trading. And as you can see, look, we can't break that resistance, right? This resistance right here, it cannot be broken. And that's why I said this area right here is trouble for Open Door. But we're already out. We've been out already for a while. I wish more people had joined, but they're not joining. Just us two. I play Fortnite, but I want to play more hard. Yeah, hard games are nice. Yeah, I play games sometimes too. I used to play games on Twitch, but what happened is I stopped doing that for a while. Started focusing on stock market. But a good secret for Twitch is that play games that a lot of people aren't playing right now, and play it consistently. Like have a schedule every day or every other day on the same time every day. You gotta be the same time or around the same time, and try to do it on a schedule consistently. and make sure it's the same game too, same game. And then eventually Twitch will start feeding you some people. All right, they'll start feeding you some people, and then when they come in, just talk to them, interact with them. And they'll come back again another day when you stream. That's how I was doing it. But I'm a beginner, you know. I'm a beginner. Most I ever had in my Twitch channel was 17 viewers a while back, but they stayed in there for a long time. And then I stopped, and then I tried it again. I picked it up, and then I had people following me, watching me. Only had 5 viewers, but then I stopped again. But every time I started again, that's the secret I use, and it worked. So yeah, Open Door. I was trying to see if it's going to hold the support right here at $8, but it's not going down yet. It's just steady at the 807. Are you trading anything today, or are you going to just sit out and watch today? Stock market today, Bria. Hello, hello, welcome back. Iron, what's the stock ticker for a cipher? I forgot what it was. I know that stock, but I forgot the stock ticker for it. So Iron has been on a huge run, but it's a good stock regardless. I don't see it going down any further, back down here again, because it's a good company. Most people would say, "Oh, it's going to come down some because it's been on a huge run," but probably not, because it's a good company. So it came down, took support right here. So resistance is going to be around 63.80, 63.80, and $65 resistance. So resistance is going to be right around, and then I'll do another resistance as well in a second. This is just the main resistance. So that's the main resistance right there. But as of right now, what we're looking at, because it's starting to come down a little bit, we're looking at support around this area right here, 60.87, and then resistance at 62.30, 36. So that's the price channel we're looking for right there for iron. So you're sitting out and watching. I lost a lot, so I'm just observing and sharpening my skills. Do you option trade or only shares? That's a good thing about option trading. You can make your money back so quickly if you know how to option trade or follow an option trader. You can lose $100 in one day or $200 in one day, make $300 the next day. It's crazy. Option trading, okay. Oh yeah, so this is for iron, okay? This is for iron. Other one, Cipher. Is that how you spell it? No, Cipher mining, right? Right. CIFR. Yeah, you can gain it back. I mean, I have my account. I like to do a different count sometimes. Sometimes I make an account. I start low. Maybe I start with $200 or $400, and I just bring it up to like a few thousand. Then I'll start over and start over from the bottom again, $200 again. Keep bringing it up, just practicing like that. Sometimes I do that. So Cipher, kind of stable right there. Support for a Cipher is going to be around 1933 and 1915 for support. But resistance is going to be right around this area, 1950 for Cipher. So you got to watch out for that. So it looks like it's trying to break that support at 1933. We don't know yet. But, the market is kind of sluggish right now. It went up a lot, and now it doesn't know what it wants to do. Kind of shaky, right, for the market. So, a good thing would have been if you got in early or got in yesterday, you're good to go. As far as buying shares and buying calls right now, probably not a good time to do that because the market is kind of sluggish at the moment. It's indecision. Doesn't know what it wants to do right now. Yeah, trading sideways. So but here is the support resistance if you do want to get back in the cipher. All right, 1950. Let me move this one up a little bit because it's too close to the other one. Let me switch it up just a little bit, right? Yeah, so 1950, 1964 support, 1933 and 1914 or 1915, whatever. Yeah, trading sideways is indecision area. Indecision, doesn't know what to do next. Should we go up some more? Should we go up down some more? Should we take profit? That's what's going on right now for the market. And as you see, BYD still taking profit from the news. No problem. No problem. Open door still coming down some. So, that's why I said, open door, you got to take profit when it pumps. You got to take profit when it pumps. You buy the low, then, buy the pump. It's below $8 now, right? So it looks like it may touch that, 775 area that I was saying earlier. And, and as you can see, the whole market pretty much is trading the same. Cipher coming down some, indecision up and down. But, if the market does reverse, Cipher should go back up to 1950, 1950 to 1960 because it is holding pretty well. I will say that Cipher is holding pretty well. But the market has to reverse for that to happen. Iron coming down some, Tesla dumping off, open $8. So there we go. And VTS at $14. Yeah. I'm going to, I think I'll jump back into Discord, right? So everybody's in Discord, that's good, right? So I think I'll jump back because pretty quiet as far as no one else is joining at the moment, but it was nice chatting with everybody here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think earnings will probably be good. You might be right because it's Cipher is in a good sector, so I think earnings should be pretty good with Cipher. Yeah, you're right. See the profile for earning. Cipher mining, data center construction and operations company. Companies focused on developments and operations of industrial scale data centers for Bitcoin mining and high performance computing. Yeah. So yeah, it's in a good sector. So you're good to go as far as that. Jane Street. Oh, Jane Street's in Cipher as well. Did you know that? Jane Street takes 5% stake in Bitcoin mining. So that's what happened today. Did you know that Jane Street bought today? I don't know if she bought. I don't know if Jane Street bought today or not, but it says Jane Street 5% passive stake in Cipher. 19 million shares. And the SEC filing data October 24th. Jane Street. So you got Jane Street and Cipher and Open Door. Here's some news right here. You may already know already. Based on Cipher, TerraWolf, APLD, and Galaxy. Galaxy has the only triple net show. I like all these stocks. Cipher, Wolf, APLD, and Galaxy. I like all those. GLXY. Those are all good stocks right here. Cipher, Wolf, APLD, and GLXY. This is Webull, my favorite platform. I like Webull number 1, then number 2, Charles Schwab. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so stock market is indecision right now. It looks a little bit better, kind of holding this area a little bit. Open door as well. Cipher's kind of holding a little bit. Trying to go up some more again. Cipher, Iron still coming down to the support area. SPY is dumping. SPY is dumping big time. Still up a lot from from pre-market, but it's still coming down. SPY could be profit taking, right? Could be profit taking. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'll be on Discord. If you have any questions, I'll be on Discord. Take care, and we'll do this again next week. I'm trying to do this every day, right? Try to do this every single day and go live when the stock market is open, because I try to get on early too, like when the market first opens up. The market first opens up. All right, everybody. Thanks again for everybody who contributed, and have a good day. It's Friday. Enjoy your day.